So you've traded to 100,000 coins and now you need to turn that 100,000 coins into 1 million coins. In this video, I've got 5 different methods that you should be doing right now to get yourself to 1 million coins. And I'm pretty sure that these methods will last throughout the entire cycle of FIFA 23. So they're all relevant right now as you're watching the video. Some of the prices would have obviously changed if you're watching this in a few weeks time or a few months time. Now, the first method is going to be investing with rivals and FUT Champions cards, meta players that people really want to use. So we've got a bunch of players right here, mostly from the Liga Santander and also Varane. Just as an example, we're going to go onto FUTBin and show you some graphs as well. I'm going to show you which cards that you should be buying and how much you should expect to make per card. So the first thing I want you guys to do is head over to FUTBin, go to players and then click on popular. This is actually my homepage for FUTBin. If I want to go to FUTBin, this is what I click. And every time it's going to show which players are most searched right now. The reason why that's relevant is because people are searching for these players to buy for Weekend League or Rivals, and it's always changing. Every now and again, you'll see a random player get to the top. For example, we have Alaba that's come up to the top. Obviously, he's a good player, but the reason why he's up here right now is because there's some leaks that he could be a rule breaker card. Now, for this trading method, we're going to be looking at when the best time to buy these cards is, and it's always going to be Thursday, which is when Rivals Awards comes out. So let's go ahead and pick a player to look at. We're going to go for Ousmane Dembele first. He's very expensive, probably one of the most expensive 83 rated cards on this game. 81 to 82,000 coins right now on PlayStation, 90,000 coins on PC. Let's have a look at his actual graph to see how much he's been going for recently. So obviously he reached a peak. Usually this happens, a week or two after the game because there's not many of them on the market. People are getting coins and the supply is really low. It gets to a point where the first Weekend League happens and supply starts to come in from tradable packs. And we're seeing here, he's obviously been going down. Now, if you have a look at this graph, you think, how is there any profit to be made? Now, obviously, I just showed you, he's already up to 80-odd thousand coins on PlayStation and 90,000 on PC. So we know that he's actually jumped up today. So let's go ahead to the hourly graph. We're going to go back to yesterday, which was a Thursday. So you see Wednesday, this would be Thursday, and then today would be Friday as I'm recording this video. So Thursday between 8 AM, which is here, this little dip here to here. This is the best time to pick up meta players that people are going to be buying and using in their FUT Champs team. If we actually have a look on Wednesday, we'll see that his price was actually quite high. It started the day at like 84,000. It kind of peaked between around 1 p.m. and it started to get lower. And the reason why Wednesday it starts to go lower and lower is because people complete their Rivals games. They're going to get their rival rewards. And what happens is a sell-off starts to happen. So this is what's called a sell-off in Ultimate Team on the market. And this happens across all types of markets. But we're talking about Ultimate Team right now. So he started to sell off 67,000 coins. And obviously it goes down all the way to around 63 to 65,000 coins. Now, as I said, this would have been the best time to buy these cards. Obviously, you'd have to be up at between 8 AM and 9 AM in the UK. Obviously, look at the time zone difference if you're in another country. What you need to do then is go ahead and wait till 3 or 4 o'clock. This is always the best time to sell your cards. It's the least risk involved. Now, obviously, if you held onto your cards, he would have gone up to 80,000 coins. But the thing is, if you buy some cards at 8 or 9 AM, most of us aren't actually playing the game between 8 and 9 AM and 3 to 4 PM. If you are, even still, it's not a long period of time to hold a card. In this example, Dembele would have gone up around 10%. Obviously, after EA tax, you're looking at about 5 to 10% profit. It depends which chem style you bought with and if you got a really good snipe. But let me just show you another great feature about FUTBin. I would use the PlayStation market. In fact, I'm going to look at PlayStation first because unfortunately, because there's so many cards listed, it only goes back so far. So the 13th of October would have been Thursday. If we scroll all the way to the bottom, we can't see the 13th of October. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the PC market. It has more data for us to look at. As you can see, around about... Oh, has it gone? Has it disappeared already? So we've already lost all the data from the morning. That's a shame because I was looking at it before I started recording a couple of hours ago. But basically, you could have bought Ousmane Dembele for 70,000 coins. And you can see that he goes up and up and up. And it's a really easy way to make coins. I'm going to give you another example with Raphael Varane. So if you go to Thursday morning between 8 and 9 AM. So you're looking at about 42,000 coins roughly for Varane. If you waited literally till 3 or 4 PM, you could have sold him for 45 to 50,000 coins, depending which platform you're on. If you scroll up now, you can see he's actually selling for 50,000 coins. So if you want to hold for another day, there's a good possibility that they'll keep going up. But personally, I like to flip in the same day because that way I can get my coins back and I can start trading my coins again. Rudiger is another great example of a player that's super meta this year. You can pick up for like 94,000 coins. Now he's selling for 110,000 and even better on PC. And it's just because of supply and demand. There's not as much supply supply, but there's still quite a lot of demand on PC. So you can see you can actually pick him up for 100,000 on PC, and now he was selling for about 130,000. I think the ones that are absolutely cheapest on the market, these are basic chem styles. But the ones that are a little bit higher are shadow chem styles. So that's about 30% profit on this one card alone. Now, as I said, it all comes back to picking the right card, because not every card is going to go up. In fact, some cards will go down because the rival rewards come out, pack supply comes out, but people aren't buying those cards again. So it needs to be the correct meta players. As I said, to do that, guys, you need to go to the popular page on Futbin, scroll down, have a look at some of the cards that when you're playing FIFA, which cards are always in people's teams. And I do find personally that the players that have the most potential, the most reliable cards to invest in, are actually the highest meta defenders. Rudiger, Varane, Mendy, they're always reliable because they're go-to defenders. A lot of people, when they get a defender combination that they like, they usually stick with it for quite a long time, whereas what people do change week after week is what attackers and midfielders they use. So defenders are very reliable to trade with. If you're thinking you don't know which cards to actually invest in, you're not sure which one's a meta, which one's going to go up, you can click on my link in Discord, and next Wednesday I will be putting out a tip for the entire Discord, showing people which players I think are the best to invest in, so you can make like 10% of however many coins. If you have 1 million coins right now, I'm going to show you how to make 100,000 coins just like that really easily. If you've only got 100k, you could probably get up to 110, 120 with just this one trading tip, so you may as well just join this trading server. There's also other things like sniping filters and when to club stock, specific ratings, which has gone down really well so far. Another method you can use, guys, is flipping icons. I've just started to do that now. I've got some more coins. I personally like to do this once I've had once I've got 500k plus coins, but you can do this with 100,000 coins. You can currently buy some icons for 100k, although I'd say it's a little bit competitive, and typically icons that are already 100,000 coins, they're just dropping anyway, so you probably want to stay away from those. I find the sweet spot is about 150 to 200,000 coins, because you do get some usable icons in that area, although if you have more coins, that's when you can get some real good profits. So how does this work exactly? So this is how you do icon trading. Obviously, you want to go to the icon filter, then you want to put a specific price range. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put 100,000 just to start off with, just to show you guys what you can see if you put 100,000. Then you're going to just keep searching and see what's on the market. So I know Litmanen is one of the worst icons in this game. If you have a look at his card, imagine this is a gold card, you'd be like, yeah, this is trash. So obviously it's dropping like a rock or a stone, whatever phrase you want to use. Perez is pretty bad as well. You can move him to left mid, but look at the pace. Look, he hasn't got any outstanding stats. So terrible cards, these cards. Van Nistelrooy looks a little bit more usable, but these cards under 100,000 coins, it's going to be very competitive. Now, if you've only got 100,000 coins, you can sit here and maybe wait until one pops up that you think is a lot cheaper. I don't know why a load of items just got listed. Maybe someone's trying to icon flip right now and they're getting frustrated with these cards, which is very likely. If some of these people might have bought a particular card for like 90,000 coins and they were expecting 5,000 coins profit, but now they're selling for break even. So you want to stay away from that kind of price range. Personally, I'll go up to about 200,000 coins if you're doing this method, and then search the market and then go to the 59th minute. Now what you're going to see is a bunch of cards, and when you first start this, you won't know what the actual price of cards will be. So we know Litmanen's rubbish. Let's go across and have a look at, let's say, Varane. How much does Varane go for? Go to compare price, you'll get a rough gauge. So I know there's some on the market here for 133,000, so I know that investment is going to be terrible. What about Petr Cech? 135 straight away, 116, so I know that's bad. Ian Wright, 160,000, that one's not particularly great either. 155 for Rush. We can see here that's one for 158, so I know that's not selling, so that's not going to be particularly great. We've got Coman, 113,000 coins, and there's some there that are too closely together, so I just know I won't be able to sell these items. We've got Baresi for 180. There's only one other on the market that looks like a middle icon. So we have a Baresi for 180,000 coins. Let's go to here and see what the deal is. How much does he sell for? So the way that I'd work this out is I would first have a look at this graph. How is the graph pretty stagnant the last few days? And you can see actually yesterday he was 206, the day before 204. He's actually holding his value around here, and this is the 91 rated, so it's the mid-icon card. Now I'm on PC, so I'm going to be looking at the orange line. I can see that was one for 190 all day. I don't know if that did sell or not. Yesterday, how much was he selling for? So he dipped to like 190, then he went up to 250, but he wasn't selling. So the most important thing about this, when you're looking at Futbin, is actually seeing how much these icons sold for. So you can see here, sold for 183, 180, 180, 202, 200, 208, 180, 190, 205. I'm just picking up as much data as possible, and this was a couple of days ago. There's not a lot of data on this card because obviously icons are more rare compared to the gold cards we was looking at before. Now once I've looked through this, I can see that actually At first I thought that was a great card, listing at 180,000 coins. But let's say, for example, I can't find anyone to buy it for like 200,000 coins. I'm going to get frustrated. He might actually go down in price after a day or two. So this one holds a little bit too much risk. So before the video started, I actually had a look on the market to see if I can pick a good icon up to invest in, or to basically icon flip. And you can see here I've got a Rye card. I paid 135,000 coins. It's actually only got 2 games played, so it's not actually a fresh icon. Fresh icons do sell for more if they've got no games played. I might do an in-depth video on icon trading. If you want that, let me know in the comment section, because there's a lot more ways to trade with icons than just this, but this is the main way. So we've got, let's have a look on the market. I'm on PC. It's going for 166 here, 157, 153, 190, 155. What's the cheapest? About 153. And he's not selling at 153. Or, well, we don't know he's not selling, but there's one on the market for 153. So I was thinking 135. If I sell for 150, it's about 7,500 coins tax. If I can sell this card for 150, this could be worth it. And you can see there's a massive difference between the console and PC prices. But what I'm looking at here is how much can I sell this card for? So only 2 days ago, his average was 220 on PC. I have a feeling that it wasn't really that. It was probably just not price fixed, but there wasn't many on the market, and that's what kind of pushed them up. So let's go back the last few days individually and see. So that's what has made the price go up. Someone's listed for 400,000 coins, and there wasn't many on the market. Maybe people are investing for, I don't know, the Eredivisie League or something, milestones. But you can see here we're selling for like 160, 160. Yeah, that looks pretty promising. All day today is going for about 165. So I definitely got the cheapest on the market. In fact, I'm pretty sure my cheapest on the market was right there only an hour or so ago. Now, if we go to market sales, this is the important bit. That's obviously the one that I bought. Before this though, one was sold for 152, 159, 156, 168, 159, 158, 142. We do know there's a few on the market right now around this price, and they're not moving. So I'm pretty certain that I could sell this for like 149 to 150,000 coins. So just before I list this item, I want to make sure I am the cheapest on the market. So if I list up for 150, I will be the cheapest. It wouldn't surprise me if I get undercut, but here's another little trick you can do. As long as your icon is not fresh, it has no games played, or it has got some games played, have a look on Footbin and see what the favorite chem style is, because this is going to boost how much this goes for. So you might have some untradeable chem styles in your club. So I know that Rye card is a lot more valuable if you have a shadow chem style on him. Now, if you want to know if you've got some untradeable chem styles, go to lists or actions, and then go to list on the market, and then see how many you've got. It will tell you. Basically, I've got one, because I know I can't move to left or right, and it's not letting me see if I can list up anymore. So I could probably just place that on the transfer market. And if I go to that now, I actually can't get any coins by quick selling. So I know I've got 2 untradeable shadow chem styles. So I may as well boost how much this card goes for by putting a shadow chem style on Rye cards. Now all I need to do is list this card up for as whatever I think he would actually sell for. There's a good possibility that the other cards do sell for about 155, but I want to make sure I'm the first one to get bought if anyone's looking for a Rye card right now. So if I list this card up, I'm going to make 7,500 coins profit, because there's 15,000 coins, but then there's 7,500 on EA tax, which is 5%. So that's how you pretty much icon trade. But if you sit there on the icon filter all day, you're going to make lots of coins. You can make easily 100 to 200k just flipping icons. The next method we've kind of covered already, but I just want to reiterate, this is a method that you should still be doing if you're trying to get to 1 million coins and you're desperately trying to get more coins. Basically just position modifier trading. Look how much they're selling for right now. So this will fluctuate. Around rivals is the best time to buy these. So yesterday you could snipe these for easily around 1,000 to 1,100 coins. They're selling for currently 1,400 coins, but what I want you to do is list these cards for lazy buyers. Now, I have covered this in detail in the trading from 1k to 100k, so I recommend going and watch that if you haven't watched it. But if you have, you already know how to do it. But basically, if they're selling for 1,400 coins, what you want to do is buy 20, 30, 40, 50 of these cards. Even go for 100 if you want, if it's your main trading method. Then what I want you to do is list for the current buy now of 1,600 coins, 1,700 coins, 1,900, maybe a couple at 2,200. Just mix up how much you're listing each card for. And then when they expire, just relist all, relist all, relist all. Do that all day, and you're guaranteed to sell 10, 20, 30 out of the 100 that you've got. So this method is just really, really easy and not very time consuming. That's why it's good. Another method which is fantastic for making coins, and it's kind of up and down in terms of you can make hundreds of thousands of coins, or you can just get it wrong and you can kind of break even. But this one is basically milestones objectives trading. So as you can see here, we've got the Liga Portugal and Eredivisie League. Now what they've done is they've released these cards, and you can get these by completing games, assist 10 goals, score 7 goals, play 20 matches, win 8 matches. Now a lot of people, even if people have 1 million coins in their account, they still like these untradeable cards just so they can play games and sell the expensive cards in their club. So these are really, really popular. Now the way we're going to make coins with this is we are going to invest before these are actually released, and you can do this by getting leaks. So if we come to the premium side of my trading group on Discord, you can see here we've got flips, and what Mark done is he posted a bunch of players to invest in. So we've got players like Timber, Tezzy, Wijnaldum, Gakpo. These are all players that people are going to need to put into a team so that they can complete these objectives. If you go on the market and find how much Timber actually went up to, obviously one of the better centre-backs in this league, 82 pace, that's why he was a great investment. If you scroll down, you'll see there's this little blip here where people were selling this card for about, I think, 2,000 to 2,500 coins. So let's go to on the hourly graph. We'll go back to Wednesday. I think they were released on Wednesday. So the tip was actually posted on the 11th to pick up some cards. So you can pick up this Timber card for like 900 coins. Now, if we go to the hourly graph on the 12th, which was Wednesday, you can see he actually went up because people knew that he was going to be released. And it was actually better to sell this card in the pre-hype, because at 6 p.m, everybody has these investments from, you know, the trading groups, not just myself, but other trading groups. They knew that it was leaked and people would need these cards. Then it actually went down to about 1,000 coins. So people were buying basically for about 900 coins, and they were selling these cards for about 2,000. So you're basically doubling the coins. If you had 100,000 coins to invest in these, you would have made 200,000. And imagine if you had 500k to invest, you would have made 1 million coins. But the problem is right now, you only have 100 spaces on your transfer list. And if you fill it up, you can't do the position modifiers, you can't do icon flippings. So obviously you're not going to invest that amount of coins, but this would have been an easy way to make a quick 100,000 coins. And the final method, guys, is just normal objectives trading. So we covered this in yesterday's video in a lot more depth, but I just want to briefly say that this is a fantastic way to trade, and I will be posting this in Discord as well when a new objective comes out, which players are best to be buying. But Gosens objective come out, so all the left backs, like for example Spinazzola, the left backs with anchor and shadow, and then you can flip it for a lot of profit. Because I don't want to go over exactly the same thing again, I'm just going to show you this so you can read that. But basically, if you pick up Spinazzolas for like 2,000 coins for a basic chem style, I was sniping ones with anchor and selling them for 3,000 coins, and I was also sniping some for like 2,500 coins with shadow, and then selling them for like 4,000 coins. So I was making about 1,000 to 1,500 coins per card. So this is a way you can make like 10,000 coins every 10 minutes very easily, probably more if you're on PlayStation or Xbox. And as I said, when a new objective comes out, which I believe is tonight, we're going to see what players clash again, and we can find another player just like Spinazzola that we can make thousands of coins. I'm going to post that in my Discord and premium group, so if you're interested in joining, feel free to click the link in the description. But also, if you want some more in-depth knowledge about how to trade from 10,000 coins to 100,000 coins, going over this specific objective trading in a little bit more detail with the graphs and footbin and all of that, make sure you click on my previous video. I'll leave a link right here. And also, before you leave, make sure you drop the like. If you like the video, then YouTube's more likely to recommend you more of my trading videos so you can become rich on FIFA 23. And if you want to go the extra mile, you can subscribe as well. But thank you guys for watching. I will catch you later. Bye-bye.